Please stand and join us for the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. The words can be found on the back cover of your program booklet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I am the Dean of the School of Public Health, Wayne Giles, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement of the University of Illinois at Chicago School of Public Health. For those of you with friends and family who cannot attend, our ceremony is being simultaneously webcast on the internet. Due to time constraints, we ask that individuals remain seated and refrain from approaching the stage during the ceremony. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago School of Public Health, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement. I want to also welcome our distinguished guests, our alumni, family and friends of the graduates, and of course, our graduates. Our school student population, it is a privilege to be charged with the education and the development of the next generation of public health leaders, a privilege that our faculty and esteemed guests respect and are committed to fulfilling. I am honored to present the administration of UIC and the School of Public Health, our distinguished guests, and the faculty of the school. I'm going to ask that you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. In the first row to my right is Dr. Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Dr. David Satcher, Founding Director and Senior Advisor for the Satcher Health Leadership Institute and our honored keynote speaker for today's commencement. Dr. Robert Barish, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Dr. Jonathan Art, Associate Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Julie Morita, Commissioner of the Chicago Department of Public Health. Dr. Terry Mason, Chief Operating Officer for the Cook County Department of Public Health. Dr. Jesus Ramirez Velez, Division Director and Professor of Community Health Sciences. Dr. Samuel Durovich, Division Director and Professor of Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences. Dr. Ronald Hershow, Division Director and Professor of Epidemiology and Biostatistics. Dr. Lisa Powell, Division Director and Professor of Health Policy and Administration. Dr. Patrick Linehan, Program Director for the Doctor of Public Health, and Clinical Associate Professor of Community Health Sciences. Dr. Karen Opasich, Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Public Health. In the second row, starting to my right, is Dr. Linda Forst, Associate Dean. Dr. Fundami Opentaku Onyanyami, Silver Circle winner. Dr. Emily Steele, Golden Apple winner. Mr. Todd Stankiewicz, President of the UIC School of Public Health Alumni Association. Ms. Kara Beskin, Masters of Public Health graduate in Community Health Sciences and President of the Public Health Student Association. Dr. Latanya Logan, graduate of the Masters of Science program and this year's Donaldson Award winner. Our student marshals for today's ceremony are Emma Fox, Rodney Johnson, and Vadi Paschal. Please welcome all of our platform guests. Seated in the audience are many distinguished alumni from the school, and we are thrilled that you are here to celebrate with us today. We are also delighted today to have distinguished members of the public health profession in our audience. Please welcome all our distinguished public health practitioners. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the University of Illinois at Chicago School of Public Health, it is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests, our alumni, family and friends of the graduates, and of course, our graduates. Our school's student population reaches far beyond the Chicago area. We have a very vibrant group of online students, each of whom is poised to use their public health degrees to make a difference throughout the world. To our online graduates and our graduates who could not join us today, congratulations. We honor you and know that you are with us in spirit. I would like to speak to the families of our graduates for a few minutes. You must be extremely proud, as we are, of the achievements of our graduates who are here today. We know that they would not be here today without your strong encouragement and support. And so we would like to acknowledge your contributions as well. Would all of the parents of the graduates please rise so that we can honor you? Please be seated. Would all of the spouses, significant others, and children of our graduates please rise so that we may honor you? Please be seated. And it goes without saying that the graduates would not be here today without the efforts of the school faculty and academic staff. Would the faculty and academic staff please rise so that you can be honored? Now, please be seated. Now, congratulations to all of the graduates. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Michael Emeritus became the 9th Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago in March 2015. During his tenure, UIC has established clear objectives for the future. They have surpassed 30,000 students. and have begun an ambitious new phase of construction of much-needed facilities. He has strengthened the university's relationship with the city of Chicago and engaged in an effort to bring greater national and international visibility to UIC. With a background in chemical engineering, Chancellor Emeritus holds degrees from Aristotle University and the University of Wisconsin at Madison. Please welcome a strong advocate and leader for UIC, Chancellor Michael Emeritus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Illinois at Chicago Spring Commencement ceremonies. For those of you visiting us today, I know that this ceremony can be a little bit intimidating. We wear these long black robes and our hats. We appear to be very serious in our posture, the way that we talk, the way that we walk down the middle. You don't know exactly what to make out of us. You are thinking maybe this is like a court of law, or maybe this is like a church. And as a result, you are quiet and reserved. Let me assure you, this is a celebration. So don't worry about being reserved. We're just doing it in a different way in academia because we like to confuse people. This is your opportunity to show our graduates how proud you are of them. It's your opportunity to cheer, clap, shout, scream, make a lot of noise, and demonstrate in many different ways your intense emotions. Our graduates want you to do this. So let's make sure that the building is shaking. As I say, congratulations, class of 2018. All right, this is a slight improvement. We still have a way to go. We will see as they come up to get their degrees confirmed. Families, mothers always first, especially this weekend. Fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, friends, neighbors, whoever you are that you came here out tonight for our graduates, thank you. Thank you for raising your voices. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for everything you have done to support our students. They really appreciate what you have done, and they show it politely when they didn't ask them to. I think they will make more noise. Put your hands together now for the families and friends that you have here. And I want to echo what Dean Giles said about your professors, your mentors, and your advisors, and the academic staff. The ones who help you climb over really mountains of papers at times and walk across long valleys of lectures, exams, and labs when you couldn't even see the other side. And this was by design, by the way, in most cases. A big thank you to them as well. They have done very well, and they're very proud of you today as well. And please make sure before you leave today to congratulate and thank at the same time the person sitting next to you, because we all know that you reached this day together. Your classmates, your lab mates, your study groups, your resident hall groups, all the students who helped you by working with you, keeping each other awake before exams and sometimes during lectures, keeping our coffee shops in business, we really appreciate it. You're all here today as one, together. Well done. I was in this same building over a month ago, welcoming over 3,000 prospective freshmen and family members, a part of the undergraduate class of 2022. And as we were trying to recruit them, I promised them that if they come here, if they join us at UIC, we will educate them to be excellent citizens at the same time that we will prepare them to be top-notch professionals. I can promise this because I'm confident that this is what you, our graduates of 2018, have received during your academic journey here. What does it mean to be a top-notch professional in the knowledge-based community and economy of the 21st century? Does it simply mean to know the facts? If this is the case, then Siri and Alexa would be the best professionals that we had. But they know the facts and can distinguish them. They cannot even distinguish between real and alternative facts. You know, many of us who are older cannot do that either because alternative facts didn't exist when we went to school. But joking aside, a contributor to the knowledge-based economy knows more than just how to use Google. You, our graduates, know how to critically analyze and use information, and you understand what is relevant, applicable, and impactful on your professional careers and also your personal decisions. You use this information to solve problems. And as important as knowledge is your appreciation and experience of working in teams, sometimes leading a team, but sometimes participating in the team, your understanding and appreciation of diverse perspectives, which always lead to better solutions, and your understanding and appreciation of continuously learning. And finally, you cannot have lasting success without an ethical foundation. And through our professional ethics training, but also through the UIC Code of Conduct, we have reinforced the importance of core ethical principles. Producing and analyzing information, applying it to solve problems, working in teams, continuously learning, and building on a foundation of core values. I'm confident we have given you what you need to be top-notch professionals. I'm also confident that we have prepared you to be excellent citizens. And we do this because we have a strong personal interest, a strong self-interest. After all, democracies are only as good as their citizens are. This university and the faculty members that they are sitting behind me and they're sitting in front of you right there have shown you by example what community engagement means and how you can be an active participant, improving the lives of others around you, both through your professional and through your personal life. We have offered you in practice, every day, a global perspective. Just look around you in this building tonight, and you will see people from all over the world. You may even find somebody with a funny Greek accent, like mine. We have taught you how to be inclusive and to respect others, and we have taught you not to be afraid of other cultures and not to be stuck on labels. And finally, we have shown you, especially in the health sciences, how to be compassionate and help those who have fallen in hard times and really need your support. Locally engaged, globally aware, inclusive and compassionate, and once again, building on a foundation of core ethical principles, I'm also confident we have given you what you need to be excellent citizens. You're ready. You are ready to face the changes and the challenges of this century. You are ready to rally behind important causes and make your voices heard. You are ready to tear down walls and to build bridges. You are ready to be at the forefront and you are ready to define the future. After all, this is the legacy and this is the tradition of this college and this university, and you are now becoming part of its alumni. Congratulations, class of 2018, and Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Chancellor Emeritus. Now it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. David Satcher, to the 2018 UIC School of Public Health Commencement. Dr. Satcher is a physician scientist and public health professional with an extensive track record of leadership, research, and community engagement. Currently, Dr. Satcher is the founding director and senior advisor of the Satcher Health Leadership Institute at Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta. Previously, he served as the 16th Surgeon General of the United States and the 10th Assistant Secretary for Health in the Department of Health and Human Services. He also served as the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the administrator of the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry. He is the only person in history who has held the position of Director of CDC, Assistant Secretary for Health, and Surgeon General. an amazing public health leader and practitioner. A graduate of Morehouse College, holding MD and PhD degrees from Case Western Reserve University, Dr. Satcher has received over 50 honorary degrees and numerous awards from diverse organizations and agencies. A true public health leader and champion. Please welcome Dr. Satcher to the podium.
Well, thank you very much, Dean Giles, for that very kind introduction. The Chancellor Emeritus and other administrators and staff and faculty, and especially to this class of 2018. I'm just delighted to be with you. I want to begin by congratulating you for the perseverance that brings you to this day. I think as a nation, we're all celebrating today because as you graduate, it says that there's more hope for the future of this country and the world as we turn out people like yourself who are able to tackle problems and open doors that have been difficult, perhaps, if not impossible, to open in the past. So I'm delighted to be here and delighted to join your parents, the faculty, and others in saying congratulations and thank you for a job well done. I have had an interest, of course, and a concern, as most of you know, about mental health. I released the first ever Surgeon General's report on mental health in 1999. And then the suicide prevention report a little later, and a violence prevention report a little later. And I'm here today with a short period of time to say I hope that many of you will make the area of mental health and brain health a priority in your work, because the need is tremendous. The need is tremendous among children, among adults, among those who are aging and facing Alzheimer's disease and all of that implies for themselves and their families. So I do want to say that just as we have taken on tobacco and infectious disease and a lot of other things in the past, I'm hoping that together we can also take on diseases of the brain and really mental health and the challenges that go with that today. Well, I have to tell you a story. I get accused of loving to tell stories, but this will be brief. It's a story about a Surgeon General who had just been sworn in as Surgeon General, and he had been given his uniform. It fit perfectly, and he was really proud. And he was speaking from one place to another, and it was going so well until he said to his staff, you know, I want to go somewhere where people ordinarily wouldn't get a chance to hear me. And they said, okay, and they thought about it, and they ended up taking him to a nursing home. So when he got to the nursing home, there was a lady in a wheelchair at the door. And as he walked up, she greeted him, and he was a little concerned, so he said, ma'am, do you know who I am? And she said, no. He said, you mean you don't know who I am? And she said, no. And then she said, but if you go up to the front desk, they will tell you who you are. Well, it's important for us to know who we are. It's important for you as you graduate today to know who you are. Hopefully, part of what you have gained through your education is a greater knowledge of yourself and how you fit into the scheme of things. I think your graduation represents one of the most important investments that we can make as a society as we help you to prepare your brains to deal with not just today, but tomorrow. We define public health as the collective efforts of a society to create the conditions in which people can be healthy. And I hope that today you will commit to continuing to develop your own perspective so that together we can create the conditions globally that it takes for people to be healthy and to live in peace. At the Satcher Health Leadership Institute at the Morehouse School of Medicine, we have 3 leadership development programs. And I believe we're the only leadership institute with a program for parents. We take about 50 parents a day from the community. 80% of them are single parents. And the focus there is on helping parents to deal with child development from 0 to 5. We evaluate the program by looking at what happens not only to the children, but to the parents. One of our first areas of evaluation showed that the parents in the program had a reduced risk of depression. And after we demonstrated that, NIH decided to fund us to replicate the program in 12 states. So we're now in the process of replicating that parent program. But I think parents really are the most important leaders in our society when you think about it. And I hope that as you go out from here, you will keep that in mind as we try to enrich children by helping to enrich parents. Another program at the Institute is a program dealing with community health. And you probably know by now that your dean has been a leader in the area of community health and has really helped CDC to work with communities to make dramatic progress. We have a program where we bring mayors and city councilmen, pastors of churches and others to the institution to really work with those of us in public health and develop the kind of teamwork that's going to make a difference, I think, in the future. And the third leadership development program, of course, is the program for young physicians and other health professionals who are interested in policy and taking ideas from science to policy to practice. It's a real challenge, I think, but one that together we can, in fact, we can be successful. Well, I was the 16th Surgeon General of the United States, but in 1964, the 8th Surgeon General, Dr. Luther Terry, released what was really the first ever official report from the Office of the Surgeon General. Even though the Surgeon General had been around since 1873, it was the first time the Surgeon General had spoke directly to the American people. So Dr. Luther Terry, a cardiologist at NIH, released his report in 1964 on smoking and health. And you must know by now that that report and all of the reports that have followed it from the Office of the Surgeon General has contributed to saving almost 20 million lives by our estimate and calculation. What did the Surgeon General say? Well, the Surgeon General talked about the dangers of smoking to one's health. And the story is that when Dr. Luther Terry was on his way to release the report, he was smoking more than usual. So his assistant said, Dr. Terry, do you know the first question they're going to ask you when you release this report? He said, no, what's that? So they're going to ask you if you smoke. And Dr. Terry said, why would they ask me that? They're not going to ask me that. So he got up and did just a great job at releasing the report. First question, well, Dr. Terry, do you smoke? He said, no, I don't. Well, the reporter said, well, Dr. Terry, when did you quit? He said, well, I quit 30 minutes ago. And he never smoked again. In fact, he walked around with a sign on his lapel saying, thank you for not smoking. Well, I hope you will take the same approach to many of the problems that are so heavy on us today, like violence, and that you will have a message of thanking people who work to prevent violence. thanking people for being physically active on a regular basis, thanking Americans and others for avoiding toxins, including harmful drugs that give short-term pleasure but long-term grief. In fact, last year, 60,000 Americans died from opioid addiction and overdose. So we need you to carry a similar message as Surgeon General Terry about the need for people to really join in this struggle to create not just a healthier United States, but a healthier world. We need that, and we need you to lead it. Well, I must say that together we have great challenges ahead, but together we can face them. And so today, as you graduate, there is great rejoicing because we have obviously more ammunition in this army of public health leaders. And I wish you the best as you go out from here. So when I was a student at Morehouse, Dr. Mays, who was president there when I was a student, but he was also president when Martin Luther King Jr., who was assassinated 50 years ago. When Martin Luther King Jr. was a student, Dr. Mays was president then, and he was still president 20 years later. Well, on Tuesday morning, Dr. Mays would come to chapel and speak to the students. I mean, like every Tuesday morning. And I want to leave you with one of my favorite Benjamin Mays quotes. It's really like a poem. It's called God's Minute. I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it, didn't choose it, yet it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, and yet eternity is in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Satcher, for all that you have done and for your inspiring words, and also for ensuring in the U.S. and around the world that we are creating the conditions to keep people healthy. And please take this as a token of our appreciation for your work. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. And now, we would like to ask all of the degree candidates to please rise. Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Public Health, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Healthcare Administration, and Bachelor of Arts.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degrees for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of these degrees. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations. At this time, we would like to honor each of our graduates. During the ceremony, you will notice that some of our graduates will be wearing black and salmon stoles. We honor these graduates as members of the Delta Omega Society, the honorary society in public health. In addition, University Honors recognizes the college's graduating undergraduate seniors with high academic achievements. Summa cum laude, a GPA of 3.9 and above, magna cum laude, a GPA of 3.75 to 3.89, and cum laude, a GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. These students, you will note, are recognized by gold, silver, and bronze honor cords, respectively. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the UIC School of Public Health, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you all the 2018 graduating class.
Kevin Thomas Borup, dissertation, Informing Action Toward Integrated Mental Health Practice in the Pediatric Primary Care Setting. Advisor, Dr. Eve C. Pinsker. Tanya Bustamante, dissertation, Exploring Factors that Contribute to a Culture of Learning and Leadership Development in Local Health Departments. Advisor, Dr. Stephen M. Severin. Vanessa Renee Byams, dissertation, Exploring Organizational Drivers that Facilitate Employee Engagement in a Governmental Public Health Agency. Advisor, Dr. Christina Risley. Jeffrey S. Downey, dissertation, Knowledge Management and Accountability in an Interorganizational HIV/AIDS Service Delivery Network. Advisor, Dr. Louis Rowitz. Kathleen Ann Hennigan, dissertation, Factors Impacting Community Benefit Implementation Strategy Plans in Illinois, a qualitative study. Advisor, Dr. Christina R. Welter. Jenny Rebecca Mills, dissertation, Using National Data and Expert Guidelines to Inform Opioid Prescribing in Normal Spontaneous Vaginal Delivery. Advisor, Dr. Ki Chan. PhDs in Community Health Sciences. Izumi Chihara, dissertation, Prenatal Care Content, Utilization, Risk Resolution, and Birth Outcomes Among Overweight and Obese Women. Advisor, Dr. Arden Handler. Elizabeth A. Jarpy Ratner, dissertation, From Policy to Implementation, an Evaluation of Comprehensive Sex Education in Chicago Public Schools. Advisor, Dr. Noel Chavez. Kathleen Vetter, dissertation, State-Level Factors that Affect Postpartum Contraceptive Use Among Low-Income Women. Advisor, Dr. Arden Handler. Masters of Public Health and Community Health Sciences. Liz G. Alvarado. Kara Beskin. Elizabeth Cook. Zoe Cooper. Erica Ball. Shayna Fuller. Veronica Garcia. Hannah Gunter. Michael DeVille Hart. John Hertenstein Perez. Nichelle Hickland. Aaron Howes. Courtney Hugg. Huma Ali Khan. Allison Clausing. Leilani Leonore Laxon. Kristen Lundeen. Shannon Maybe. Rachel Marr. Kara McShane. Natalie Merrick. Natalie Meza. Victoria Morgan. Alicia Olave Pichon. Jose Manuel Ortiz. Kania Sam. Eric Sandberg. Paula Marie Satariano. Claire Simon. Sherry L. Smith. Lauren Strom. Neka Yukebu. Jesus Valencia. Jenna Wallander. Frank Warziniak. Marissa Wishart. Amanda Wojan. PhD in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences. Frank Pagone. Dissertation, Environmental Justice in Cook County, Illinois, Air and Land Pollution. Advisor, Dr. Sarah Erdahl. Master of Science in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences, Rachel Weber. Master of Public Health in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences, Tihomir Armich. Gloria Chang. Jessica L. Chepp. Angela Chaponi. Sheila Mullen. Blessing Nwachukwu. Anushri Tiwari. Kimberly Vargas. Ryan Wheeler. PhDs in epidemiology and biostatistics. Catherine Balka, dissertation, The Role of Dietary and Environmental Metals in Cardiometabolic Health. Advisor, Dr. Maria Argos. Yang Liu, dissertation, Contaminants and Nutrients in Seafood, Exposure and Mortality in Population at Risk. Advisor, Dr. Mary Turek. Drew Nanini, dissertation, The Genetics of Ocular Endophenotypes of Primary Open-Angle Glaucoma in Latinos. Advisor, Dr. Surpriya Mehta. Yaru Shea, dissertation, Estimation of Total Effect of Selected Variables on an Outcome in Presence of Numerous Weak Effects. Advisor, Dr. Hua Yun Chen. Master of Science in Epidemiology and Biostatistics, Stephanie Batillo. Madison Hoover. Yanyu Zhang. Master of Public Health in Epidemiology and Biostatistics, Christopher Ahmed. Marilyn J.D. Barnes. Shalmali Borkar. Francisco Casambre. Jennifer Chang. Ravi Chowdhury.
Amanda Consigli. Megan Theodora Frank. Saeed Samad Ishrati. Hina Joffrey. Miriam Johnson. Monica Kane. Abby Klemp. Emma Lynch. Alina McDaniel. Kush Patel. Lorena Rosiles. Lizette Tamayo. Vidya Visvabharathi. Amanda Vivo. Juan Vantig. Yao Shu. Saida Zara. Tingshi Zhu. Mayuko Takamiya. PhD, Health Policy and Administration. Gail Fisher. Sarah Heinert. Dissertation, The Impact of an Intervention and Policy Changes on Emergency Department Utilization. Chair, Dr. Lisa Pavel. Master of Health Policy and Administration. Heather Oasua Ufriye. Danielle Azim. Nuri Black. Elizabeth Brand. Shannon Casey. Kara Confer. Brittany Cumberland. Serena Dayel. Unam Durrajwala. Benjamin Donor. Shamaila Fatima. Juan Carlos Flores. Natalia Ann Glubish. Stephanie Ginto. Medina Iskutina. Martha Kumelis. Michelle Deloriers LeBlanc. Maria Criselda Lovera Zamora. Taylor Aaron Lee Moore. Esra Musawi. Nicole Ojanovic. Chananite Paisanasathan. Heridia Paniker. Alexander Paul. Melissa Richardson. Danielle Romero. Tazeen Khan. Christopher Siegler. Maria Teresa Vargas. Laura Vadas. Kiana Walton. Bianca Bautista. Stephen Kraz. Darian Esfahani. Sayuri Fujita. Melissa Jelanik. Bekim Lendi. Chandni Nigam. Marina Ragonesi Barnes. Jinda Sekhan. Christine Spees. Tasha St. John. Margaret Shugru. Jill Toombs. Alexis Witkowski. Brittany Hill. College of School of Public Health, Bachelor of Arts. Muna Abdullahi. Aliyah Alaraj. Iman Al-Samara. Jennifer Bohm. May Isabella Burgos. Sophia Cadet. Yuan Chen. Alexandria Christensen. James Collins. Jamie Dannemeyer. Nandini Deb. Leah Durr. Raquel Gardner. Johanna Yamani Gide. Corey Gleason. Alicia Gonzalez. LaShawnqua Hamilton. Yadira Herrera. Shifa Amud. Melissa Leone. Leslie Lopez. Nakaule Martin. Jessica Miller. Haya Muhammad. Crystal Wakocha. Winifred O'Bonner. Feliciano Osegueda. Lisbeth Perez Olasaba. Joanna Ponce. Sarah Rappi. Hope Reyes. Marley Reynoso. Stephanie Salgado. Kelsey Ann Schmidt. Mariam Siddiqui. Melissa Silva. Lakita Spivey. Amy Tomuta. Evelyn Velasquez. Roweda Zatar.
Again, let's give our graduates another round of applause. Great job, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. The future of public health is amazing with these young people. Yeah. Yeah, very good. It is my pleasure to invite the School of Public Health Alumni Board President, Mr. Todd Stankiewicz, to the podium to welcome our new graduates into the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Giles. Good afternoon, everyone. Like the Dean mentioned, my name is Todd Stankiewicz, and I'm the president of the School of Public Health Alumni Board. Congratulations. I am so pleased to welcome you to your new status as graduates in the very proud, loyal, and global University of Illinois alumni family. UIC alumni cover the globe. Nearly 200,000 UIC graduates live and work throughout the world, in every state and in many countries. Your local network is strengthened by the nearly 500,000 alumni from the other University of Illinois campuses. You represent all that is good about the university, your accomplishments as students, and your future achievements. The values by which we live reflect upon the education you received here at UIC. Much of that is what the public will read, hear, think, and believe about our alma mater will largely be based on our actions, our successes, and our good deeds. There are 3 easy ways that you can stay engaged with the alumni family. First, you can maintain your relationships with both your fellow students as well as your professors. These relationships help you stay connected to UIC and can help you for looking, hopefully, for a job, if you don't have one already, and after much needed mentorship. Second, you can attend alumni events. Healthy Spirits will be held on Thursday, May 17th at the Plymouth Rooftop Bar. I will be there to welcome each and every one of you that joins me. And finally, please keep the school updated about your professional progress by connecting with the school on LinkedIn. As a token of our pride in your accomplishments, I think you've already found the gift. It was sitting on your chair from the Alumni Association. With it, you will find the invitation also to the Healthy Spirits event I just mentioned, which is our alumni networking happy hour held in your honor on May 17th. I hope you all will join us. I leave you with the thought that your work at and for UIC and the School of Public Health does not end today, but shall continue throughout your life. Go forth, class of 2018, and make this world a better place for us all. Congratulations.
One of the outstanding assets of the School of Public Health is excellence in teaching. And each year we present awards in excellence in teaching. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Kara Beskin, President of the Public Health Student Association, to present the 2018 awards for excellence in teaching. Kara.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor to be here to present this year's Teaching Awards for the School of Public Health. We start with the Silver Circle Award. Fantastic teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois at Chicago annually recognizes its amazing teachers. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award are selected by our students. With this award, the students of UIC honor those who have taught us with distinction. I'm honored to present the Silver Circle Award to this distinguished faculty member. Please join me in applauding the 2018 Silver Circle Award recipient, Dr. Fumi Apanaku Onayemi. Thank you, Dr. Apanapu Onayemi. The Dr. Bernard H. Baum Golden Apple Award is given once each school year to a UIC School of Public Health faculty member to recognize their outstanding teaching and service to students. The award's namesake, Dr. Bernard Baum, was a founder of the School of Public Health. He served as a professor and division chair and was decorated general in the Army Reserves, and served as a mentor to 3 generations of students and faculty. Dr. Baum was a champion of peace and human dignity, but foremost, he was a teacher. Dr. Baum encouraged faculty to become not only productive scholars, but teachers who also taught well. Selected from an amazing field of talented faculty nominees, this year's Bernard Baum Golden Apple Award is Dr. Emily Steele. Thank you, Dr. Steele.
It is my pleasure to invite to the podium the Senior Associate Dean, Linda Force, to the podium to introduce this year's Donaldson Award recipient and the 2018 class speaker.
Each year, we honor one graduating student who exhibits significant academic excellence, qualities of leadership, and community service. It's the most prestigious award granted by the UIC School of Public Health, and it's a memorial to Alan W. Donaldson, a founding father of the school and its first associate dean. Dr. LaTanya Logan entered the Epidemiology Master of Science program at the School of Public Health as the Chief of Pediatric Infectious Disease at Rush University. Already a recognized scholar in antibiotic resistance, she entered our program to advance her skills in research methods. Dr. Logan achieved a 4.0 grade point average while she continued her work at Rush University, where she mentored residents, graduate students, and fellows, and volunteered in the community. Her highly impactful thesis assessed the clinical and molecular epidemiology of multi-drug-resistant gram-negative bacteria in Chicago children. Her findings suggest an environmental source for these antibiotic-resistant microorganisms and will impact the way we understand the spread of these deadly pathogens in children. In addition to her leadership on both a national and international scale, Dr. Logan also dedicates time to improving the health and lives of residents of Chicagoland. She volunteers as the medical director for Universal Family Connection, a grassroots social service agency that serves marginalized communities and whose mission is to offer services to resolve issues threatening children's lives and the family unit as a whole. Dr. Logan holds free workshops and seminars for children and adults on health issues affecting their families and their neighborhoods. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Donaldson Award winner, Dr. LaTanya Logan.
Thank you, Dr. Forrest, and thank you, Dean Giles, Chancellor Emeritus, our esteemed faculty, colleagues, family, and friends, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2018. This is a wonderful honor for me to speak to you today and to offer some thoughts and, of course, lots of well wishes as we all excitedly move forward after our long journey. If you asked me when I finished my medical training if I ever thought I would go back to school, or even more so if you asked me if I ever thought I would be speaking in a commencement, I would have thought you must be crazy. But now I realize that life is a journey, and each and every step we take has a purpose. When I decided to go back to school, I was starting a new research project on the clinical and molecular epidemiology of certain antibiotic-resistant bacterial infections in children. And this project is funded by the NIH through a K grant. And these grants are designed to help new researchers have the time and the resources to train and to grow into independent investigators. So to me, it seemed logical that, well, I have the word epidemiology in the title of my research grant, then maybe I should make sure I am qualified to use that word and get a degree in epidemiology. So as I walked into SPH, I thought, well, I am an infectious diseases doctor, and infectious diseases are a public health priority, so this should be no problem. But quickly I learned that I had an incredibly narrow window into the field and never truly understood the breadth of the organized efforts required to promote human health. In my very first class, EPID 400, my TA was Michael Blackowitz. Many of you know him. And I remember him talking about his project where he was looking at some negative effects of organic pollutants involving the Great Lakes and fish consumption. And he was the first of many, several of which of you that I see sitting out in the audience today, who opened my eyes to the vast array of disciplines and the incredibly bright people required to truly prevent disease and to promote health. I learned of the impact that so many of you and your mentors have had working on public health, understanding the importance of the environment, the community, health policy, economics, statistics, and the great importance of education on disease prevention. I was amazed at all of the different walks of life and backgrounds of people, meeting not only traditional students, but those who had long careers, such as chaplains, teachers, and veterinarians. Because of all of you, I was able to look at my own research and realize that I needed to broaden my scope. The median age of the children in my study is 4 years old, and many of them have never been hospitalized, nor had any other traditional exposures to these germs. I realized I needed to look at the influences of things like the environment, the community, and many other issues that are likely contributing to young children acquiring these dangerous bacteria. I started then looking over my work with a new mindset, and my thesis reflected this new vision. And I was able to run my own analysis, thanks to Dr. Rankin and Dr. Kanda, and I was able to demonstrate among children with these drug-resistant infections that there was a major impact of the child's region of residence within Chicago on acquisition. There were high-risk and low-risk regions in Chicago for these infections. And it made it easy for me to understand now how I needed to focus my research career. I do not only want to look at infections acquired in hospital or healthcare settings, but I need to take this research out into the field and understand the community origins and environmental influences that are associated with these highly drug-resistant pathogens in children. Anytime we apply for school, we have to write a personal statement. And for most people, it's something you write, and once you send it out into cyberspace and after acceptance, you completely forget about it. Well, I reread mine, and I challenge you all to do the same. Are you the same person you were 2, 3, 4, even 6 to 7 years ago for some of you when you started this program? Do you have the same vision then that you do now? Life is a journey, and each and every step we take has a purpose. Let this graduation for you just be the beginning of your next stage of life. As you enter, for some of you, what will be your first full-time job, make great impact, affect change, but do not settle. Remember to keep rewriting that personal statement, because at each and every stage of life, you may have an encounter that will change your vision. Embrace change and continue to evolve. Thank you to all of you and to all of my professors, and my advisor and thesis committee, Dr. Hirschau, and to Drs. Argos and Kanda for helping me evolve into who I am today. And finally, I could not end this without thanking the most important people in my life. To my colleagues, collaborators, and especially to my mentors, Drs. Hauser, Bonomo, Weinstein, and Hayden, thank you for helping me to become the physician scientist I am today. To my parents, thank you for always being so supportive, and thank you for attending what probably seems like my 145th graduation ceremony. To my children, Jaden and Jovan, who were only 1 and 4 when I started school, and who are now 4 and 7. Thank you for understanding when I didn't have time to play, even on weekends, and for being the best kids a mom could ask for. And last but not least, to my husband, Rashad, thank you for being my rock. Thank you for tolerating all of the late nights, long weekends, and tears, and picking me back up when I did not think I could stand any longer. Without all of you, none of this would have been possible. Congratulations to the class of 2018, and best wishes as you become the next set of public health leaders. I cannot wait to see the great things that are still to come from all of you. At this time, I invite the graduating class of 2018 to rise and to join me in reading our school statement of values. These may be found on page 5 of the School of Public Health, your public health commencement supplemental booklet. We are a community of scholars, students, staff, dedicated to creating a healthy society. In achieving this goal, we are committed to community, the basic unit of analysis of public health, enabling communities to address their own problems, share skills, lower barriers to action, and act as a catalyst for progress. To knowledge, the pursuit, development, and dissemination of which will improve the health of the public. To professionalism, acting with integrity and collegiality in learning, teaching, research, and public service. To stewardship of natural, human, and financial resources. To idealism, whether secularly or spiritually motivated. To caring, promoting compassion for action on behalf of others. To justice, whereby everyone is given access to the resources necessary to live a humane life and to fulfill their full potential. To diversity, celebrating unique contributions to the fabric of our community. To respect for the members of this community and for those whom our efforts are intended to serve. To humility, as we set our goals, as we work together to achieve them, and as we address the inevitable conflicts produced by those joint effort. Congratulations, and welcome to the field of public health. Please be seated.
We want to present you your award, the Donaldson Award. Why don't we come over here so they can take a picture? Thank you again, Dr. Logan, and I again am reminded the future of public health is amazing. This concludes our formal ceremony, and I want to, one last time, give all of the graduates a round of applause. You have done an amazing job. I would like to ask all of our guests to remain seated until the last graduate has exited the room. I am delighted to invite all of you, faculty, graduates, family and friends of graduates, alumni, and staff to join us for a reception in honor of the 2018 graduating class. Staff will direct you across the street to the Student Services building for the reception. Thank you again for joining us today, and will the marshals please take your positions to lead the recessional. Thank you very much.